know if you've read this. Maybe I've had the discussion with you. But Lou Thez, in his book, wrote that he wouldn't defend the world title on cards where women were wrestling.
I know.
And look, I'm not burying Lou. Not that it matters if I bury Lou anyway, right? But that was the sentiment of a majority of the male wrestlers at the time. So Moolah worked really hard to combat this. That's why she was on the phone nonstop for hours and hours and hours, because she got so many no's at the time. There was a lot of resistance to it that people don't understand or realize or even give credit to women like Moolah. And Moolah wasn't the only women's wrestler. That's not what I'm saying, but I just think that she played a big role in keeping that alive and keeping the girls working against all odds.
Yeah, without a doubt. I'm really happy you brought up Lou Thez. You know, May and Moolah used to just love to bust his balls. They loved it. So there's a story. I didn't witness it firsthand. This came from Lillian about how Lou used to say that nobody could get behind him. That used to be his saying, right?
Yeah.
So he had a reunion, and May goes up to Lou, and as they're about to shake hands, she throws his arm up, goes behind him and tight waists him, and said, "I thought you said nobody could get behind you, Lou." And he got so pissed off. They loved to bust his balls. Here's something I'm going to reveal for the first time publicly. In 2000, I, at the time, was running my own wrestling shows in Milwaukee, Mid-American Wrestling, and May, who I knew, she just got this big push with WWE. So I got in touch with her to bring her in, and as we're talking, I said, "When did you start?" And she said, "Well, I broke in 1942. And I said, "Who's to say you didn't break in 1939? I mean, you could have been training. You could have had some exhibition matches. Who's to say that you didn't?" And Moolah loved it. She said, "Carmine, what a swerve. What are you saying?" I said, "Well, if we publicize that you started in 1939, that would mean that in January of 2000, you would have wrestled for 8 decades, which beats Lou Thez's record." To this day, and you can look it up, there are various disputing accounts of when May started. And I'm happy to say, and very proud to say, that I propagated that swerve. And to this day, some places state that she started in 39. I remember the week that we put this out, had it on his hotline that Mae Young is now starting her 8th decade in the business. So that's something that I'm very proud of, and May and Moolah just love me for that. What do you think about that, James?
I just want to read this real quick. On the WWE website, right now, on Mae Young's profile, go look it up if you doubt us. Johnny Mae Young began her professional career in 1939. She embarked on her chosen livelihood at the tender age of 15.
I love it.
Wow.
Look at that. They're both looking down on me right now, just laughing. Like Moolah's laugh that, you know, I can just hear her right now. I'm so proud of that. See, it's wrestling history.
You changed history, Carmine. You changed history.
Thank you.